Mr. Speaker, I'm going to take a moment to give recognition to a special veteran from my district who is 90 years old and is a World War II veteran who worked in the U.S. Navy during World War II and saw many trips across the Pacific Ocean and endured the life of a soldier, sometimes monotonous, of a sailor, sometimes monotonous, and sometimes under very perilous circumstances, including at least one attack by kamikazes of his ship and convoy. And so I pay special tribute at this time to Wayne Whitlock, who has persevered for many years and after service to his country in that great war. And Mr. Speaker, I'm also reminded tonight of President Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. As President Lincoln looked out on a battlefield that had experienced almost 50,000 casualties, he said, "The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they fought here, have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government by the people, of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." Mr. Speaker, very few of us in this chamber will be remembered long after we leave Washington, D.C. Almost no one will remember my speech tonight, and it will soon become lost in the congressional record. Yet we are here in this body because of the heroic efforts of men and women who have given their lives for this country for over 200 years. We can never forget their sacrifices. The only reason we can participate in the activities of this chamber is because of the sacrifices of our armed forces, particularly those who have paid the ultimate price. They have nobly defended our freedoms and our way of life up to their last measure of devotion. They left behind fathers, mothers, wives, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, friends, and communities to ensure that future generations walk in the light of liberty. President Lincoln was resolved that those soldiers shall not have died in vain. They and all the soldiers who have died defending America in wars and conflicts still deserve that respect and dignity. Mr. Speaker, we should govern every day with our heroes in mind. We should strive to make them proud of our speech, our actions, and our commitment to our promises. The spirit and Constitution that they fought for should be our charge. I would be remiss tonight if I did not mention the loved ones, these patriots left behind, who are also patriotic. Countless men, women, and children have watched their American soldiers walk away from home, hoping that they will return safely, unaffected physically, mentally, and emotionally. Sadly, many of those heroes never make it home. Knowing that no words can do justice to their sacrifices, I can only say thank you. A grateful nation mourns with your loss. Mr. Speaker, Monday may be the official observance of Memorial Day, but we live with the memory of our fallen heroes every day across our country. I am eternally grateful for their sacrifices. Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.